Lottie is definitely scared of spiders, but she's kind of had this weird fear for a while about going bald.
What a silly girl.
Although I don't know if she'd admit that in the interview. Or in this quiz.
I wish she was more like you, Abby, love. She's been spoiled by her father too much. That's
We'll
her
go with
problem.
spiders.
Let's go with spiders.
It's a classic.
The correct answer is spiders. Oh, you know, it's actually really hard for me to talk about this.
Oh dear.
Question 2 is, in that same interview with Jenny
Okay, so these are different
O,
questions.
She asked me, what is my greatest achievement to date? This might be kind of easy for some of you, but I guess I'll figure out who actually watched the interview, won't I?
Did you watch it, love?
Yeah, I meant to.
Oh dear. Well, she was really happy when she grew old enough to drink.
Ask about the
Maybe
meeting.
that's it.
Nan, can I ask you something?
Of course, love.
So the answer is being interviewed by Jenny O. What else could I say? She is an icon.
What happened at the meeting the other night?
You know what it's like, love. This family love to bicker.
Did you notice anything different?
Well, I've never seen your Auntie June drink so much. And that's saying
Dutch
something.
courage.
She seemed far more anxious about the meeting than she normally is. I don't know what she was expecting. I mean, your mother was planning to tell Marcus that she wanted to buy him out. But before everything started, June said to me that it was going to be the end of the road for Marcus. She can't have thought he'd give up his share in the family business that easily.
Okay, I still don't have question 3 yet, so just like, I don't know, chill, I'll let you know.
Was the meeting mostly arguments, like usual?
It was a bit of a disaster, to be truthful. Your Auntie June knocked one of her huge candles right into Marcus's
Yeah, we
lap.
know this.
Awful smell it was. Don't know why anyone would want that in their home. She must have to light another candle to get rid of the stench. Toby threw his drink over Marcus to put the flames out, but it didn't work. So your mother had to throw another drink over him. Thankfully that worked. But then Marcus said he burned his hand. Fair play to Lottie. She was the quickest to react. She got a cold cloth and put it on the wound, and Bradley got some painkillers for Marcus. Don't know what we'd have done without those kids.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, question 3. I recently modeled in the publicity campaign for which product?
Gosh, any ideas, love?
Yeah, I think it's this makeup brand. Well, sort of. She's been spamming her followers with emails about it. I signed up to a mailing list as a favour.
Regretting it now, I bet.
A little bit, yeah.
Lottie keeps trying to make me get an email, but I'm not falling for it. This bald bloke on BBC One keeps going on about how the internet is essentially a giant scam. What was the question? Something
Yeah, let's
about
answer this
makeup.
question, maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Dark Genie Virtual Eyeshadow.
Virtual? What does that mean?
Basically, it's kind of like a filter that you pay for, and you superimpose your photo with this eyeshadow, but it doesn't really exist. Well, except for as this virtual brand. Anyway, it makes you look like you're wearing this, like, glittery, magical eyeshadow.
Doesn't
Sorry,
understand.
Abby, you've
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
me.
I think I lost me too. Shall I just answer it?
The nod.
The answer is Dark Genie Virtual Eyeshadow. Trust me, it's the future. I can wear whatever I want and I never have to wash my face. And everyone on my mailing list is entitled to 10% off their first purchase. But the offer ends this month, so hurry quick.
Shall I get some?
Question 4.
So we may have
guys.
lost
So which
some information.
famous musician recently DM'd me for a hookup?
What's a hookup?
I really don't want to say.
Sex thing, is it?
I'm not sure if this is a clue, but he was staying at the Hilton and he asked me to meet him in his car. Apparently that's like his thing.
Lottie, do you think this is at all appropriate for a family occasion? You think your Nan wants to hear this?
I don't mind. She's only young. Let her have her fun.
This kind of behaviour is unbecoming to our family, Lottie. No one's saying you're not entitled to a sex life, but you shouldn't be shouting about it.
Your mother's just jealous, Lottie, because her sex life's about as active as the surface of the moon.
And you're just batting them away, aren't you, June? You're probably dried up down there.
Girls, you're embarrassing yourselves now.
Honestly, I don't care. Someone else can have a go. At least I tried.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I thought we made a good team.
Yeah, me too.
It's been lovely talking to you, love. I don't hear much off the grandkids anymore.
Ah.
Well, apart from Toby, he's been phoning me a few times recently. Funny thing, he barely says a word, but I can tell by his voice he's been crying. It's like he wants to say something really important, and then he just asks me how I am and says bye. Hope he's okay. You'll tell me if he says anything to you, won't you, love?
Yeah, of course I will.
Well, I best pop to the ladies' room before it all starts up again. Bye, love.
Bye, Nan.
Okay. Did I miss one of them?
I am never teaming up with that freak again.
I was only trying to make conversation.
Have you told Mum about your latest purchase?
New information?
Huh? He's bought a gun, Mum. Literally the very gun that was used to murder that famous astronaut.
It's not the exact gun, it's the same make of gun, right? There's a difference.
Oh, for God's sake, you two. If I have to listen to you bickering anymore, I'm going to come up to Bradley's room and blow my own brains out.
So there was no new information.
Your grandma sure loves to talk, but it wasn't all meaningless. Plus, I have some news that... that could really help us. The doctors have managed to narrow the poison down to 3
Possibilities.
So let's check out everything that we have so far.
This isn't new information. So, oh, there was one early on. There was one earlier that I missed. Okay. Interesting. Let's see.
Yeah, signal's not great here, guys.
So what have we got? Okay, so that's the information that's from the person I got it from, I assume. So we can almost accuse Auntie June, who I'm fairly sure was the one who did it. Yeah, so this is these are the bits of evidence we got. So, yeah, Auntie June. I mean, the fact that she's got easy access to the poison, the candle was a bit dodgy, so that's going to be where the poison was. Feet of clay. Somewhat. Terry Pratchett says hello. So we're looking at... But we now know that if he takes the polonium antidote, he dies. But yeah, because it's tying into this one. Unless, of course, it's...
So I'd rather do my round later.
I'm going to pause again. So unless this is like a red herring, and then we do both of those, and then the game goes, oh, actually, it wasn't either of them. Which is a bit mean, so I assume it won't. So the game is already telling me it's one of these two, and that therefore it's one of Bradley's poisons. Which means Auntie June has access to it. So that's kind of what annoys me, is I've figured out who it was, or I think I have a good idea of who it was. And the evidence that we've got, but the evidence that we've officially got isn't sufficient. Because this is the thing about Bradley, because he's got the poisons. But Auntie June also then has access to it, because it's in her house. Right.
Give it a go, as long as someone explains the rules to me again.
Oh, no. No, look, I'll do my round. Let's try and bring some order and civility back to proceedings, shall we? Dare I even say a bit of class? I shall perform a piece of music. One of the classics.
Gold! Spandau Ballet. 1 point to me.
No, I mean the true classics.
No, true. That's another one. 2 points to me.
I'm talking about Mozart, Bach, Chopin. Actual geniuses.
You don't care about geniuses. You only cared about Spandau Ballet and the saxophone player's tight trousers.
Well, this may come as a shock to you, June, but some people's tastes mature with age.
You're right. And you have aged.
What are we playing?
I shall perform a recognizable melody And you must simply tell me the name of the piece. Or to make it easier for the slow ones, just tell me the name of the composer.
So we're playing Name That Tune.
Yes,
Not particularly well performed.
Fancy being with me, June?
There's nothing I'd like more than to repeatedly explain what's going on to a slightly senile old woman over a dodgy internet connection. I mean, it's one of my favourite things.
Well, I might ask a few questions.
Well, come along then. Let's get it over with.
So we want Bradley.
Niminy piminy, bro.
Yeah, I can skip this.
Hey Bradley, how are you? Who's that on your t-shirt?
You've never heard of Keith Wilson Keys before?
Should I?
Yeah, he killed 6 people in one weekend, Medford, Oregon, 1997. They called him the Beaver State Cleaver Killer.
Yeah. Oh, him. He's a good one. I didn't realise that they put serial killers on t-shirts.
No. He's not a serial killer. He's a spree killer, and yeah, you can get a lot more than this if you know where to look.
Everyone be quiet and listen carefully to the first piece. La 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 la.
Oh, I think I know this. I think it's Beethoven.
For Elisa, is it?
I mean, I guess Beethoven's a pretty safe bet, 'cause it's either going to be him or Mozart, right?
La 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 la.
Try and bring Bradley in maybe a little bit.
Shall I go with Beethoven then? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I know Beethoven died in a thunderstorm, and you can still visit his grave.
You can visit most people's grave.
Well, I'll just go for him then.
Yes, a pretty straightforward one to start. That was the sumptuous Für Elise by the magnificent Beethoven. Piece number 2. La 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 la. La 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 la
Oh, dear.
la la la. Dum diddle 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 dum diddle 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 dum diddle 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 dum diddle 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 dum diddle 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 do 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 do.
Wow. Mum really got into that one, didn't she? Yeah, she did. Do you know it?
I don't know the name, but it sounds like one of the ones your mum played the other night. Why do people listen to happy music when they're not even happy? It just makes you feel worse, you know?
Did you mean Mum played this at the meeting?
I think so.
Oh, so you get this anyway. Like, you can't avoid
Abby,
it.
what are you doing? You gotta get back to the quiz, Abby. Abby!
You muted me and I wasn't even saying anything. What were you looking at?
Nothing.
No, someone just sent me an email.
What were we talking about?
Nothing.
Right, yeah. No, wait, you were saying that Mum played this song at the meeting. I mean, how was the meeting?
When everyone was really angry, Lottie was acting strange too. She's got 2 phones now. One of them looked to me like a burner phone. Do you know what that is?
I think so.
It's private. It's untraceable. You know, handy if you're trying to get hold of someone or something that you don't want anyone else to know about. I never thought Lottie would choose something like that. It's not the kind of phone that takes photos. Maybe someone gave it to her.
Ask some more, maybe.
Did you see anything else?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
This next piece is so obvious, I considered not doing it. But for some reason, it's been going round in my head. Perhaps this will get it out of my system. La, 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 la.
Oh, I can never remember the name.
Funeral March,
Funeral March.
Chopin.
It's Funeral March by Chopin. It's one of my favourites.
Right, yeah.
Not surprised.
It's a good one.
La, 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 la. That piece was the incredibly moving Funeral March by Chopin. I already know what I'm doing for my 4th piece, so be quiet. No. Oh, no. The humidity's changed. I can't sing in this. I could sprain something. Let's move on to the next round.
I was surprised you weren't at the meeting. Aren't you Uncle Marcus's biggest cheerleader?
Yeah, no, I really wanted to be there. It was just, there was this thing at work and...
Should have been there. He needed you.
What are you saying?
Everybody else hates him. The whole family, apart from you. I mean, my mum spends most of her time thinking about how much she hates him. So after too many drinks, she starts rambling about him, talking about how he's ruined Granddad's legacy, how a company should have come to her or your mum. At once, when it was really bad, she asked me if I knew how to hire a hitman. She thought maybe I'd know something from the black internet. It's like, she meant dark web,
Yeah.
obviously. I asked her why she wanted to know, and she just said she saw it in a film once. And yeah, it was the last time she mentioned it, at least to me.
Bradley, do you know something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Bradley, shit.
Fabulous birthday so far, Flig. Do you think we're actually going to finish a single round this evening? Uncomfortable silence. My favourite.
Okay, so she didn't have the weird filter this time. And this is another threatening email. I think I've probably...
Abby! Jesus Christ, what the hell?
They're on to me.
Who?
The killer. I got an email, anonymous. They
No,
told me to
Abby.
stop or... Oh my God, I can't do this.
I'm afraid it is too late for that.
No, I can't, I told you.
Abby!
No, I'm not built for this shit. What are they gonna do to me?
Abby, stop! Stop!
What, Uncle Marcus?
So we're going with thallium and
You
anti-June.
okay?
It's getting worse, Abby.
Oh no.
I've got less time than I thought. Don't give up on me. You're the only chance I got. Please,
I can
Abby.
skip, can't I? We'll let this play through.
Okay.
Okay, so there was only the 2 bits of information. So we've got... Oh no, that's terrifying. I've just seen this. So do different people have different evidence for different rounds? Oh no.
Okay, listen up, guys. My sig.
So now we can accuse Anti-June, who is basically the person I thought it was anyway. But it could just be that she's the only person I've got. I don't know. Like, can you be wrong and just... Is there only so much information you can get? I don't know.
Signal seems to have settled down a bit, yeah? So let's do my round now. But listen, I've got a pretty cool new spin on how to...
Everyone get in teams.
Right, yeah, sure.
As if you never speak to me. Ever again.
Let's try with Mum again.
Is that empathy?
I'll tell her she's missing.
I think so.
You're gonna be awesome at this, Mum. You're an amazing actor.
I know. Although why Toby can't just do a normal bloody round, I don't know. He's been all over the shop recently. Well, mentally, I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was off his head at the meeting. I overheard him talking to himself in the toilets. You have to do this. You can do this. I mean, it gives me no pleasure to say this at all, but I do worry that he might be hitting the source, like his mother.
Relate to this. Rising sea temperatures mean the fish you seek have moved further away from
Oh, this is a different one.
into dangerous waters. Unsaleable waters. Your livelihood is literally abandoning you. How does that make you feel? Come on. Really exist as these...
Okay, so that's at least a question.
Fine.